I got a really nasty comment that I thought was kind of crazy. Probably a young gal, from what I could figure out. She didn't like these at all. Nope. Hi friends, welcome back to our home. Today I'm in the kitchen. I hope you are doing very well and have had a great summer so far. We're okay, just plugging along as old folks. Lots of aches and pains to slow us up, but we're trying hard to keep our channel going and keep finding ways to entertain you. I've had these animal planters here for quite a while now. I just haven't gotten around to getting anything done out here, and I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna do this wall today. There's enough to talk about. I did not want to start redoing the entire kitchen for a lot of other things. This will be long enough. I have to share with you that when I did the YouTube short on these, I thought it would be fun to just let you know what the kitchen looked like a couple months ago when I had done this, shortly after. Oh, it was probably in May, late May, that I got this done. So anyways, I wanted to do a YouTube short on just some of the planters, not the Pyrex as such. And I got a really nasty comment that I thought was kind of crazy. Probably a young gal, from what I could figure out. She didn't like these at all. Nope. She first of all said that the music I chose for that YouTube short was terrible. She didn't like that, and she thought all of these were creepy. Well, I guess to each his own. I think a lot of them are pretty darn cute. So I did count like 14 new ones that I found and was thrilled to find in, from, I'd say, winter even. I was starting to find some of these, but of course I was looking a lot more when it was even around Easter time. Some of them you might have remembered from Easter in previous years. All of these pigs I probably have shown more so with the Easter items, but I did keep them out this past Easter. There were no pigs with my planters, and there were no cows, there were no donkeys, no dogs, but yes, I had bunnies and chicks and ducks and lambs, from what I recall. So you haven't seen the crazy pig collection, which I have the most of. You haven't seen them for a while, and I thought it would be fun to put them all together on one of these bottom shelves here. They're small enough where I could use that real low area there. They fit just fine. I just put a few things on our cart that I use for other things that we need for every day. I did bring up some Pyrex, mostly yellow pieces that some have the green leaf pattern on them. I have quite a few of those pieces. I don't recall the name of that Pyrex design, but I have one nice size bowl there. and a casserole over there and a smaller bowl. I love the polka dot one. Those are always fun. I have shared my Pyrex pieces for many years now. Up here I have 2 bowls the same size that I combined with a divided vegetable dish that I'm assuming is Pyrex. So that's all the Pyrex I decided to use because I thought it would be more fun to have the planters out here. I think they are very sweet and cheer me up. That's what you need. Every day, something cute to look at. Up here, I want to start with this. Let's go way up, and I'll just share the green and yellow. Pretty much is all the designs on the ice lip pictures. So I have had a lot of them in videos before, typically for March, but I'm pretty late with this green theme, but obviously adding the yellow has made it a lot more summery, I think. I typically would not be showing this time of year any of these. Well, I have 2 of them that have daffodils on them. There's one down further that's more of a yellow. This is quite a golden yellow on that one. But I didn't have that many pictures that have yellow and green on them. I love this one. That is really sweet, so that's kind of more my favorite that would go with this theme I picked. I do have 2 of these now. I couldn't resist the second one because I do have a lot of Pyrex type pieces, bowls, mostly bowl sets, yeah, that's what they are, with the ivy on it. And I'm not remembering if that set, well, yeah, I think it is. Some Hazel Atlas and some are Federal. It's actually 2 different designs that I have lots of bowls of, and I can link that video above if anybody's interested, where I did put out all of those ivy mixing bowls, I'd say. I didn't have any casseroles with that kind of design. Now, this is a very sweet juice pitcher. I don't share that very often. And this is a brand new one that we just found not too long ago. That is a lot more of a teal green leaf. It's not as leafy a green as your typical colors there. It's definitely got a little more blue in it. So here's the other sweet daffodil one, and yes, I realize it's late for daffodils, and that actually is the same as your corral pattern, the Crazy Daisy. I didn't realize that at first, but it definitely is. So I also have had Norm working for me in the fall pretty much. I think he was doing spray painting of a lot of the trivets that I've collected. Obviously, they were all black. This one he had a lot of trouble with. He said it just didn't want to cover the black for some reason, the paint. And the paint is a gloss. You can't always find every color that you want in a semi-gloss or a gloss, if that's what you prefer. I don't know that I prefer gloss on these trivets, but we've ended up with that on some of them. Either one looks nice as long as you're trying to, keep it the same for creating a pair that go together better. I have a yellow one over on the other side and a green sprayed frame with it. So I did put up our light tan or beige phone that is the newer version because it is push button. It is not a dial one. That location is actually where a trim line was when we moved in here in 1987. So that's why we're covering it up with old telephones. I have a red one that is actually an older dial one, and it's bigger and heavier. I have a trim line, kind of a teal colored one, and a trim line rust colored one, and then this one. So it's been fun. I did have washi tape up that had shamrocks on it, whereas this tape is eucalyptus. So I have one row that has that on it, and we only have this pattern down here on both sides. This was fun having a stripe. I'm gonna be excited to change the washi tape because, as I mentioned, I've been looking at all this green and yellow for a good couple months now. I'm always excited to think about what to do next, and I did not get a 4th of July one done. That would have been fun, but I have 4th of July videos, several of them that we did over the years, much earlier, so I don't know if I will bother linking any of that up there, but I might. It depends upon how many other types of videos I might want to share with you as links. This is new. I found it not too long ago, couple weeks I'd say, at the Rusty Pick in Waite Park, Minnesota. It's right next door practically to the Salvage Sisters, which I also love going to. I thought he was really sweet because of the wagon. If you've seen the Royal Copley one where there's a dog similar to this, it's much taller and he's next to a mailbox. I don't care for that one. I see it a lot, but I do not recall seeing this one. I do have one like this, but it's more in your yellows and greens, more chartreuse. It's very sweet. I love it. And so this was a second one I decided to get, maybe even a couple years ago. So that is a planter, but I didn't put anything in them. And this I love. I do have another video of one that I was seeing at a mall that we went to probably close to Memorial Day because they had a big sale up in Aiken, Minnesota, and I'm working on that video right now. But I picked it up and I said, I just bought that bird and it's so cute, but I said I'm not going to buy a second one. It is much cuter up higher than being down low because the bird is looking up and you just don't, if you put it way down, you just don't see its face as well. It's quite adorable being up high. So that was sweet, and I was happy to find that. I can't remember a lot of these where we found them. I just am not going to recall everything. Sorry, but it just makes the video a lot longer too if I start describing every place that we went. I don't keep records. It's just got to be in the back of my mind or it's not. That's what happens. So I hope you like these two. I am surprised that I broke down and got the brown dog. It was kind of sweet. I don't remember where that was, but This one, yes, I probably liked better because it's green. I just am attracted to a lot of green on things. Now here we have a brown donkey. I think, where did I find that? I don't know for sure. I'll just skip where I got that, but it is really adorable, and it did show up in my YouTube short. This is a very recent purchase. So cute. I love the wagon. Yeah, it is adorable. And these two I did not want to include in the dining room. As you recall, when I did the dining room video, it was a lot of donkeys, but I ran out of space, and these guys are bigger. So yes, they worked out here much nicer. And the little lamb, proportion-wise, I thought was great. Now, this is the type of one that I probably use for March in previous videos because of all the green, or Easter. And this one is new. Yes, it's a sweet bunny that I will be able to use for Easter if I want to. He's definitely looking up too. It's funny, I mean, that kind of planter or figurine is always nicer when you have them low to look at because they're really looking up at you. This is very cute, and I was happy to find it. Now, in the video that I'm talking about that I'm working on right now for the Hallett Antique Mall in Aiken, Minnesota, very big mall, I did break down, and I believe I bought a second one, but it is darker. There's black on him. So, and there's a lot of gold too. So I think I left that out. But I think I bought it. It's probably downstairs, put away. Some of these, as you can see, they are fancier with gold on them. So I did end up including 2 yellow flowered pitchers, ice look pitchers here on the large open space that I have on each side down lower here. But they have more of a turquoise leaf on them, and that was just fine because some of these planters here still have a bit of turquoise on them, as you can see. A little more teal green, or definitely a bluer turquoise. So the other one is over there. It's a completely different design, but I love them both, and I wanted to pull some of that turquoise down here. So let's look at, next to this cute bunny, what's over here. I did think I included that yellow ceramic basket planter, or basket for Easter if you want. Maybe in the living room. I might have had that on the hearth for Easter. I have a couple of these now. I can't remember the color of the other basket, but I think I have a second one. But the yellow was very sweet, and it was so reasonable. So I'm glad I have it. It's just a fun, taller piece to put in the middle here. I have shared with you these really crazy dressed up hen, and I'll say, I don't know. He doesn't look like a rooster, does he? He could be, well, yeah, I'll just have to call it a rooster. It's funny, he doesn't really have the red comb like she does, but they're very cute and they go together, and I bought them way apart in years. I think I had him first. So I have shared these 2 fun planters. I didn't put anything in them, but I had shown those probably at an Easter time or March time. in a previous video, but she is newer. Yeah, I think I got him first. So these are also ones that I've shared over the years. The swan on the right is a little vase. And that goose is just a figurine that was thrifted, probably hobbyist. And a little swan, tiny little planter. So across from the donkeys, I have the cows over here. I have had the green small planter on the right for a very long time. I think it was in my very first video ever of the kitchen with all the little farm animals, planters somewhat, but I probably also had farm animal figurines mixed in. But that was way back in 2020 when I first started our channel and decided to do the kitchen out here. That video, I'm so thrilled, has always been a popular one. I don't know why, but it is, and I'm very grateful, as is Norm. The chartreuse green cow planter is also a very old one, and I believe that was in my first video too. But this one, I don't know if I found that over the winter months, possibly, but it's been a while. Now this is a creamer. His mouth is open, and you can see with the curled tail that that's what you would pick it up with. So that you can use for a planter just as well, just as cute, but I'm calling him a creamer. Adorable, very reasonable. And Norm just spotted this one for me. Isn't that cute? So this looks a little newer. See, this is more your heavier pottery. Is he heavy? He's kind of in between the planters as far as thickness goes, and probably age. This one looks to me like it could be more of a Japan, thinner ceramic. I will attempt to look on the bottom. Oh, Dagiri, is that how you pronounce it? 1981, even with the sticker on it. Yeah, so see, that is much newer than something like that. Or these, a lot of these, you know, are Royal Copley, or what are some of those other pig planters down there? I never can remember the name. It'll come to me, or I'll put a little note in the video here. But yeah, so this is definitely newer, but how sweet, huh? Yeah, that's a creamer. Yep, I did stick a little greenery in there, but definitely with the curled tail. Very easy to use creamer. Who knows if that had a sugar to go with it? I didn't attempt to look that up. I really have had fun thrifting often, but even in antique malls, I've gotten some of these trivets for like $5. I don't think they're very popular. The black on them, the black wrought iron, cast iron, sorry, is just something that maybe a lot of gals are just not attracted to. But aren't they sweet when you spray paint the frame, the black? I just had so much fun picking out colors, and most of mine have been spray painted now. You might think that's a little odd and something you wouldn't do, but I love them now. A lot of these, you know, they did look a little rustier, not that nice. I don't think you can tell this one is not a gloss paint. But Norm has done a wonderful job. What he does is take painter's tape You can use masking tape. Yeah, that's what they would call it. And he tucks it all around, probably using a knife, a butter knife or something. Pokes it all around the edge there of the tile. There's plenty of room. So then he just continues to tape up the face and sprays it. And I have ordered online new rubber feet for most of these because half the time they're missing one or two of them. Now, this one is the same yellow as the one on the other side. I didn't want to do green. I've got plenty of green ones, but I love this yellow. And the design was similar as far as the saying with food. So that's why I put these two together. Now, there is blue on this, which isn't really in my color scheme out here, but it still was cute to mix with that. I see I have a little chip on the yellow paint down there. Norm can touch that up. But yes, so this is gloss. I don't know which you might like better. I love them both, but that was an appropriate green to me. He could have sprayed it with a clear coat gloss by Rust-Oleum if I wanted him to do that. He can do that too, so it will also have some shine to it. But I think they're adorable now. I just love them, and I have two more over the stove too that he painted, and they have mushrooms on them. So let's talk about my planters. I was having so much fun looking for yellow ones this year. I've always had a lot of green ones. It just seems like so many of these vintage planters are in green, and the yellow ones can get a little pricey. But I love them, and I really was concentrating on that when we went, for instance, on our Duluth trip for our anniversary. That's what I was looking for. So I may have picked up two up there, at least one, and I know this one was one of them. It does look rusty. Some of them were pretty rough in order to get them for a good, reasonable price. I had to do a lot of work on them. So some of these are McCoy, as you can tell. I have a mixture of olive green, true green, but I tried to put a yellow one. I did manage to put a yellow one in between all the green ones. So I'm not sure. I think this is probably a new one, the yellow one. This yellow one is new, very different. The Hallett Antique Mall in Aiken, I did get at least one new yellow one. That I may have had. And I was very fortunate that I didn't come home with an identical one. I thought that might happen to me because I really didn't have photographs of what I had at home. This one is adorable. I had never seen it before. Never. In all my thrifting and antiquing, I have never seen that pot. So that was a real surprise. Very happy to find that. And this, I knew I have something in it, probably in turquoise or a small. No, I don't have a small green one. It probably would have ended up out here if I had a small green one. I do have some of these old McCoy pots in pink. So I have pink, green, yellow, and turquoise in some of these smaller little ones with the trays on them. So let me back up so you can see how I did do every other one in yellow. Very happy with that collection of sweet small pots, and I chose not to put plants in them. I have enough little plants on the animal planters below. I wanted to also further explain that this sweet little piggy is from not Elk River, Zimmerman. They're close to each other. So there's a nice shop there, the Rustic Rooster, and I think I got one of the donkeys from her, and I'm not sure. Oh yeah, I got a couple of adorable horses that are just Japanese ceramic horse figurines, and I had showed those in a video not too long ago at the top of the stairs. But at that same sweet old house, it's a big old house, 2-level of antiques. Very, very fun place to go. We don't get there very often, but she had several really nice planters. I don't remember where I just got one larger pig with the corn planter, but I love it because I did have this larger one over here. It's been working hard, that one, but what I wanted to share with you is these two crazy pigs, a sweet couple that are looking very much in love. Kind of cute. That's probably what this gal that was saying they were creepy looking, maybe she thought this was the creepiest, but they're very, very heavy salt and peppers. That is definitely an old set. It's very heavy, and as you can see, very large salt and pepper. So I just wanted to mention those 3-4 new items right there. I just wanted to briefly show you that I have 3 little creamers over here also. I probably have shared the duck on the left, which is old pottery. Maybe could be 50s or older. I think I've even seen them say it could be 40s. But the one in the middle is more like Japan ceramic. Very cute. I have shared it at Easter time. I don't know why she has pink on the side there, but I like her. She's definitely a creamer, and this is a fairly new one for me. I don't think I've shared it yet. She's a lighter weight ceramic too compared to the duck. So the duck is the oldest, I would say. These trivets, I did have Norm paint them. I'm thinking maybe if I put the light on, there you go. Yeah, I wanted you to see the color green. It is quite a darker green, but I just didn't want to go too bright when it came to something that old. And these, I don't know for sure if there's markings on the back. Some of them say Taiwan, and the older ones are going to say Japan. But I have shared those before for a March video where I would do more green. I have a lot of them that are sprayed red now, or yellow and orange ones. So I will hope to be sharing those with you as the seasons go by. So I hope you like that. I'm trying to keep my light out of the clock there. Yeah, that's just a new clock. I am looking forward to fall. Are you? It's really been kind of hot and too humid. We're both looking forward to fall. We just love it. And yeah, Norm says, yeah, I am too. I know a lot of you are. There's probably going to be more and more fall videos out there. Thank you, friends, again, so much for your kind and sweet, very supportive comments. We love you very much for being so good to us. Hi from Norm again, and you have a very wonderful August coming up. very soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.